Okay, so hey up. It's the 5th of February, which I suppose is a milestone given that it's my birthday. I'm 58 today. 58 makes you think, well, it always makes you think. When you turn 30 it makes you think, when you turn 40 it makes you think. 58. So obviously I'm getting very close to the title of my channel, Fit at 60 Plus. So hopefully, no, that's an ambition, but it's very, very close, isn't it? I mean, 58, 60, it's going to fly, isn't it? Okay. So it's my birthday, so I suppose a physique check is probably a good idea. It's 58. I'm going to say, just from what I can see, it looks great. Your opinion may vary. I mean, this is great for me. You know, so that's all relative, isn't it? I do remember that, well, on Friday I had a big carb up. It was a real proper go for it carb up, because it was celebrating my birthday. You know, I can't really do it during the week. So Friday night was the birthday celebration. Now I avoided the alcohol, which is that's a one-off. But I went for all sorts. You know, there was a lot of bread involved, for sure. That's when I was still being relatively sensible. So I kicked off with sort of like bread and air fried potato chips. Now, if you know anything about the air fried chips, there's not a lot of oil involved. So I was being relatively sensible, but towards the end of the night, I thought, oh, it's my birthday, it's my birthday. So ice cream. Bad move, but you know, obviously at that moment in time, I enjoyed it no end. But you can't just have a little bit, especially, you know, I'm going to say that I probably haven't had ice cream in, I don't know, a year, probably, thinking about it. I mean, my alcohol consumption is extremely low. Yeah, it's probably a year since I had ice cream, and anyway, I went for it with gusto at the end. You know, I tried it. Obviously, had a little bit. Felt sorry for myself because it's my birthday, so I had a lot. That's the way it goes, you know. I'm not perfect. Anyway, and I distinctly remember yesterday I was doing the bag work, and yesterday I felt, you know, even though it had been so. Friday was a big blowout carb up. Saturday, I did make up for a lot of the damage. So it was sort of like very moderate eating. I remember I made some sort of like, I don't know. I've got some protein powder that I want to get rid of. So I had some protein powder mixed with cream. It must have been about 100 grams of protein powder mixed with cream, and let me think about it. No eggs for sure. Oh, and so all day it was protein powder mixed with cream. So it was about 100 grams of protein. A small tin of sardines, which I found in my shed. So the small tins are about, I don't know, about 30 grams of protein, 25 let's say. And then in the evening I had about 4 pieces of chicken. So yeah, it was very moderate on Saturday. But even so, it came to Sunday, and I don't know if you follow this at all, but I did the heavy bag workout, you know, the punching, the kicking, and I was completely bloated, especially at the beginning, just bloated. I just felt, you know, really weighed down. Still after the carb, it was a tremendous, colossal carb up, no doubt about it. You know, that was you know, on the back of, you know, very controlled eating since Christmas. But it's all about the grand scheme of things. And I think that you know, today the bloating is subsiding. From what I can see, anyway. From what I can only see looking at the screen. So I can you know, I've definitely got some ab going off, definitely. So it doesn't look too bad to me. This is probably the you know, the Goldilocks moment, whereby when you do this cyclical keto dieting, in other words, you are doing the keto for 6 days and 1 day a week you do the carb up, so it's a cycle. So when you're doing the cyclical keto dieting, you tend to go through these phases, you know, and I remember this well, because you know, I used to do this years and years and years ago, but a different version of it, you know, radically different version of it. But I did this years and years and years ago, dropping weight for powerlifting competitions, you know, and the run up to powerlifting competitions. But you go through this sort of like carb up, you are extremely strong. So it's a good idea to put a hard workout on a Saturday, which I did. I did the, you know, I did the squats and the deadlifts, even though they were tiny weights. You know, it was still hard. Yeah, and then on Sunday you do some form of cardio to start getting rid of the glycogen, and then the rest of the week, you know, you end up sort of like progressively flattening out, progressively feeling yeah, you know, just losing the pump, you know, losing the glycogen, just basically depleted. Oh, this was on the previous version. I'm not sure that this version is going to be so severe, because this version I'm not really doing too much calorie restricting. You know, it's carb restricting but not calorie restricting. So this time it might be a very different story. I'm going to have to try it and see. But previously what I was doing, it was, you know, big carb up, train hard on Saturday, cardio on Sunday to begin the depletion, and then the rest of the week, you know, you're doing sort of like light and fast stuff, burning off the calories, burning off the carbs, and you progressively flattened out. And by the end of the week, before you carved up again, you did see substantial weight loss on the scale, and then you repeat the process. So it's about, you know, you go down over the week, carb up, feel great, bloat up, back down a bit lower, yeah, and over multiple cycles, you know, everything just improved. You know, you kept your strength because of the carb ups, and the, well, not just the carb ups, you know, the calorie ups, yeah. You kept your strength because you were able to do one colossal workout at least a week. You do a really good Saturday workout which kept everything going, but you also at the same time burnt your fat. It was great, yeah. And I'm looking from, you know, from what I can see. Maybe when I, you know, when I upload all this on YouTube or whatever, it may not look so great, but from what I can see at this very moment in time, this seems to be the Goldilocks moment. So sort of like a couple of days after the carb up, losing the bloat, but still got some glycogen in my muscles, so still got some of that good old sarcoplasm that everybody loves. Okay, training day, training. It's the so yesterday I say it was cardio. Today is gonna be the pull day. Tomorrow will be cardio again. So there's not going to be a massive amount of weight training going off, but there is going to be a lot of training going off. Simply, it's going to be a lot of it's going to be cardio. Okay, I did warm up, but I've been yapping away as per usual. So slightly top up the joint lubrication before I do the pull-ups. So the pull-up routine is going to be 5 sets on a 3-minute timer, so that's 15 minutes worth. Am I going to break the banister? Hope not. 15 minutes worth of pull-ups, and then I'm going to go outside, you won't see any of this, but I'll go outside in my gym and do a lot of EMOM work on the cables, which is great for fat burning. So the February approach is a mixed approach. There's a little bit of heavy stuff, it's not really heavy, I'm only doing it on the chins and the dips. A little bit of heavy stuff, but mostly still it's the light and fast repping. And a lot of that is simply, it's age related. You know, you simply work out eventually that the heavy powerlifting type approach, it's too risky. You know, if you want a hip replacement, it's ideal. Okay, not to say that squats and deadlifts can't be utilised in some way, but not heavy. Okay, so setting up. No. Give it a second. I'll put the weight on first, in fact. So the weight's going to be 10 kilos. Hopefully you can see there are 2 5s on there. Yeah. So I'm going to use 10 kilos. I think last time was 7.5. But last time was all EMOM. So I got a few sets of 7.5 and I took it down to body weight. This time round, I don't know, I envisage it's all going to be with the 10 kilos, so it's going to be low reps really. But I think on this move, I think that I can take the low reps. It's not loading the spine, it's not loading the lower back. You know, all in all, the loading is gentle. I mean, we're still talking 10 kilos. We're not talking 500 pounds on your back. Yeah, we're talking 10 kilos of loading. So I think that I can afford on this particular move to go fairly low rep. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully the first set I get, I don't know. You know, I'm going to guess between 5 and 10. That's all I can say. So let's do it. 10 kilos, 3-minute timer, and we'll jabber on about life, the universe, and anything else that I can think of. It's purely spontaneous. There's no preparation. There's no script. It's not worth the effort. Yeah, I'll jabber away. But the important thing is getting these pull-ups done. The rest of it is purely for passing the time and hopefully for your edification, entertainment and enjoyment. Okay. Good 7, not bad, what I expected. 15 or 20 would have been great, but 7. Yeah. So I'm looking in my little book and it says last time with 5 kilos I got 10 reps. So this time with 10 kilos I got 7 reps. And last time the next set quickly faded away to 7. So hopefully I get a good 5. Let's say 5, I don't know. I got more reps. rest, haven't I? So obviously the rest factor's coming into play now. Whew. Yes, I mean this channel really, this, you know, what I'm doing here, it's all about aging. This is you know, and I think that anybody young who happens to come across this, you know, I would say that, you know, this is very important for you as well, because you got to get, you know, it's all a mind game. It's all in, it's, you know, it's all in the mind. Oh, it's not all in the mind, but you know, a great deal of this is in the mind. You know, what will keep you going? You know, from the age of 18 to the age of 80. You know, and beyond, possibly. You know, if all goes well, if you're in the fortunate end, you can be kicking ass at 80 and 90. Yeah. So, you know, I'm not there yet. I'm only 58. I'm just looking at this coming towards me. Yeah, I can see that it's coming. When you're young, you can't. When you're young, it's like, oh, it's a million years away. But it's not. Believe you me, it's not. And I think the general pattern on this game, as far as I know, yeah, from what I've read, is that young people, you know, they're all self-conscious. They were all fatty little weak things or whatever, skinny little things or whatever when they were kids. Yeah, which was great for you know, the sort of sports that were often promoted at school, which are all about running round and cardio, and maybe, I don't know, in the UK, football and rugby. Let's get this out of the way. Go on, at least 5. 6, good. Got 1 rep, that's fine. 7, 6. Yeah, as I was saying, when you're young and you're either a little skinny thing, or like me, you're a little fat lump. Yeah. Yeah. All well and good, but one day, when you get to a certain age, and you realise that you're turning into a man or a fully grown woman. Yeah, but I think you know, I'm gonna say, without, you know, I'm not trying to be sexist here, but I'm gonna say that this particularly affects the young males. Yeah, you maybe you see a bodybuilder or a well-built sports person or whatever, and realise, you know, they've got lumps all over the place. They look like a bag of potatoes, don't they? You know, when you first see them. Yeah. I remember, you know, the impact of first seeing bodybuilders, you know, when I was in my teens or whatever. And you got no idea. It just comes, I don't know, more or less out of the blue. And you know, they look like they've got, you know, potatoes under the skin. You know, the arms, the chest. You know, even the abs are massive, aren't they? Yeah. We see it. We know nothing about how they got it. You know, we assume it was because they're such fine, moral, upstanding citizens who put in all the hard work and, you know, ate a lot of spinach or whatever, like Popeye. Yeah, we had no idea what was really going on. Yeah. But yeah, you look at it, you know, it's sort of like, well, if you're anything like me, you know, it strikes an immediate chord, it resonates, and you think, I want that, I'm going to do that, you know, I'm going to have some of that, at least some of it. Yeah, I might not get to their level, but I can get somewhere. And that's it. You're like a fly in the bottle. You easily get in, but then getting out is well, as you can see, for some of us, like myself, it never happens. You just pursue it for life. But yeah, then comes, I suppose, a lot of grief really. You know, how do you do it? How do you attain all this? Go on, 5, 5, 5, 5. 5 and a half to hold. Good enough. So that's gone 765 with 10 kilos. 2 more sets. And keep the weight on. Yeah. And yeah, it's it becomes a labyrinth of confusion, of voices pull you in different directions. And of course, it doesn't take you long before you work out that all of the people that you thought were so heroic, you know, they're all partaking of the scientific chemical experiment. You know, they're all roiding, and nowadays, you know, whatever else they're taking, it's not just steroids, it's not just testosterone, you know, insulin. You know, I cannot imagine pumping myself up with insulin. It's, you know, it's a terrifying thought. You know, powerful stimulants that people used to take apparently in the olden days to get them ripped up, give them the energy to train, speed. Who knows what else they had? Yeah. And yeah, you know, it doesn't take you long to work out, you know, why these people, why bodybuilding, at least at, you know, at a certain point in time, had a very dodgy reputation. And I think the modern version has not improved matters. So I think that once again, bodybuilding, as in the professional Olympia, kill yourself or get massive, has a very, very poor public perception. But yeah, this is all part of the, you know, the fun and games, the discovery, the journey of discovery as you try and attain, you know, some muscle. Seconds, do another set, maybe 4 or 5, we'll see. Five and a nice negative. Okay, last set coming up. Yeah, and you know, so it's quite amusing that, you know, at this very moment in time, it's the, you know, the same old arguments are resurging. So, you know, I think there was a point in time whereby it all seemed to be about lifting very, very heavy powerlifting or lifting with a lot of volume, and both styles seem to be you know, had their very vocal supporters. You know, I suppose you got Ronnie Coleman type training, you know, heavy back breaking, leg breaking, body breaking. Yeah, the opposite sort of like I don't know, Jay Cutler, I think. You know, pump training, light weights, lots of volume. I don't know. Phil Heath, was Phil Heath a lightweight volume guy? I don't know. Lots of machine work, I think. You know, I didn't really follow it after a while. I found it, you know, grotesque. Couldn't relate to it after, I don't know, after about 1985 or whatever. Yeah, that was it for me. But yeah, and today we seem to be going for the the Mike Mensa resurgence, which is quite odd because as far as I know, the science has buried it. The science has definitively put down the idea that one set to failure done infrequently is optimal. Now, optimal is what just because it's not optimal doesn't mean it doesn't work. So yeah, I mean, the people who are doing sort of like the Mensa type stuff, yeah, they will get some sort of result. Especially, if you're a beginner, you're going to get a result whatever you're doing. Just loading the bar for somebody else who'll get a result. But yeah, it's quite amusing to see, the same problems that I went through decades ago simply, resurface. Let's get this one last set. A good hold at the end. Come on, Puggy. Come on. Come on. Oh, good 5 minute hold. Yeah, I went through my Mensa phase. Oh, this man is so intelligent. This man produces an unassailable argument. Yeah. But it's so obvious that so many people got great results doing what he said was the worst thing possible, which was doing your one set to failure and then doing another one. Anyway, we'll leave it at that for today. Yeah, hopefully you concur with what I said to a certain extent. Yeah, be wary of be wary of gurus. Be wary of gurus, which seems to be sort of like fit into the same category as be like water. Yeah, don't be an absolutist. Be your own guru. Does that resound? Does that resonate? Be your own guru. Yeah, I'm sure that by the time Friday rolls along, I will look very different. We'll see. As I say, to me, looking at it at the screen, it looks great. But when I eventually upload it, maybe it'll be a different story. We'll see. Bye, comrades.